Alright, another day, another swarm. Today is Tuesday, May 1st, 2018, and they just come out of the box. See, they're still pretty active here at the box, but the swarm itself is going over here. Looks like to this tree, and really interesting, this swarm had come out yesterday out of the same box, and I think, see if I can shade this a little bit, and they went back in the box. It was the strangest thing. That's happened to me a couple of times now, and it's like I don't know if they don't find a place or something disturbs them or what. They go back to the box, and now here they are swarming again. See if I can get a better view of these. Yeah, it's just gonna be hard to see, but it's not a huge swarm, but we'll take what we can get. Looks like they're gonna land in one of these little pine trees right here, so I'm just waiting on that to happen, and we'll box them up. Still really active over at the box, at the hive they come out of. And this is the box they came out of right here. Alright, looks like they're going to this pine tree right here. I'm not sure if you can see this. Let me see if I can block some of the sun with my hand. They're literally going to the same spot they did yesterday. I thought I'd lost a swarm, but they went back to the hive box. Maybe somebody that's an expert beekeeper can tell me why they did that. No idea. Let's see where they're landing. Oh, right here. We'll just watch them clump up. Get on the other side of this tree, maybe you can see it a little better. I'm literally in the middle of them. Here we go. I guess I'll keep an eye out, see if I just happen to see the queen land. She may already be in there. But let's see if we can't see her land. These things are everywhere. Good grief. Like in the middle of the swarm. Landing all over me. Land on you. Love landing on you. But they're harmless. They're not going to bother you. They're thinking about your highness. So what I'll do, I'll let these bees settle down just a little bit, and then we're going to put them in a hive box. I've got a nuke box waiting on them right here. It would be really cool if we saw the queen land, but I've got a feeling she's probably already in that clump somewhere. They're getting bigger. Not a bad swarm. It's, not enormous, but it's still a lot of bees airborne, so the clump's going to get larger. But I'd say medium-sized swarm. Not going to be a basketball, but we can't all be greedy. I'm sure you can hear the bees over the video. You know, as many swarms I've caught this spring, it's the night after you catch a couple of swarms and you're in the middle of these things, you kind of dream about them. It's like you can hear that buzzing. You can't get rid of that buzzing sound. As soon as they get settled, we're putting these girls in a nuke box. And I say girls, you know, interesting little statistic, the majority of bees in a hive are female. The worker bees, the nurse bees, the foragers, they're all female. The only male bees in a hive are drones, and their own purpose is mating with the queen. And there's not very many drones in a hive. Usually a hive is just got maybe a couple hundred drones in there at most during the springtime, and hardly any at all during the winter. Not a bad swarm here. Still a lot airborne. Gosh, there's a bee that's almost solid black in there. Let's see what the other side of this looks like. There they are on this little pine tree. They love these pine trees. I don't know what it is about a pine tree. I don't know if it's the sap or if it's the smell of it or if it's just convenient. Like I said, maybe some of you smart bee guys know why they love to swarm to a pine tree. Okay. They're just about settled, so I'm going to get everything ready and put them in a box. Alright, if you've seen me do this before, this is just sugar water. I'll spray the bees down, kind of calm them down a little bit before I put them in a box. And this kind of helps them stay put, kind of stay clumped up rather than scatter as much. I don't like it when they scatter. And by the way, bees love sugar water. It's not a toxin to them, it's actually good for them. I made some fresh sugar water yesterday. You're gonna like those. Okay. We'll cut the limbs out of the way so any bees that fall don't get lost easily. It'll be easier to kind of keep up with the whole clump. There they go, marching in. Just as easy as that. Still got a good many up in the tree, but I'll get those down here in just a second. Oh yeah. You can see that the bees are running in pretty fast now. They're marching in. What bees I got on the box here, they're going right in. There's still some bees up in the tree, but I'm going to continue to shake those down. And what they're doing, they're fanning this pheromone for all the other bees to come in. They got their butts in the air fanning pretty heavily, and that's just a signal for the other bees, hey, here's our home, let's go. It's always cool to see the march. I can get a little shade over these to make it easier to see. Looking for the queen. Don't see her yet, but I'll keep an eye out. They're all running in. I think if the queen is not already in there, she's going to be in there shortly. There's only maybe a handful of bees left on the tree. I'm going to shake those down too. Look at that march. Queen's probably already in there if I had to guess.